All right, welcome everybody. It is David Thomas. I've got Mr. Jay Woolwine here with me as always. We are here to shoot your weekly dose of motivation, inspiration, and education. All right. So yeah, absolutely. So we usually spend about 10 minutes or so with you and impart a little bit of knowledge and value to help you become a better version of yourself. And that's going to impact really all areas of your life. It'll make you a better father, a better mother, uh, daughter, son, business owner, employee, trader, obviously, which a lot of you are in here to do. So yeah, it's very valuable. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. So today, actually really excited about this topic. I think it's very powerful. So somewhere deep inside, the kind of person that you were designed to be, you know. Um, you think of it as the acorn, right? If you want to produce great acorns, that's the seed of the tree, right? If you want to produce to be a great acorn, you can't think like an acorn. You have to think like an oak. Like you have to think like the person you intend to become. Ask yourself, how would the person I'd like to be do the things that I'm about to do? The acorn has three parts, right? It's got a stem, a cap, and that seed. The stem, it represents its connection to the past, right? All the acorns, all the oaks that have ever existed in the line before that particular acorn exist and are encoded. Well, I say exist, they're encoded like the DNA, so to speak, is transferred through the stem. That's the legacy of the acorn. The cap holds on to the seed until it's ready to grow on its own. So the cap kind of represents mentors, right? Coaches, role models, your guides, your parents, your friends, your teachers, all the people that played a part in your growth as you become, an adult. And when we're ready to grow on our own, what happens, right? The seed of that acorn holds not only your potential, but the potential of every future generation after you, your children, your grandchildren, great grandchildren, all the rest, right? They're all going to spring from this line. So let me ask you a question. What seed is in you?
See, we believe that part of our responsibility in life is to find out who we are, right? To discover yourself. And first of all, you have to respect your own nature, right? We need to realize that we're part of that continuing chain that carries the legacy, like the acorn, right? And the responsibility. And if that's the case, then we need to recognize that we're not just biological coincidences, right? It's not just by chance that we're here and that this is our DNA, right? Uh, I believe that there's a creator, and I believe that I was intentionally created for a bunch of purposes, right? And that's what we spend our life doing, right? Is figuring out what those things are, right? There's many things we can do with our lives, and as long as you possibly can, you're passing along that imprint, right? That DNA for the next generation, and that's kind of the way that we look at it.
Yeah, so like Jay said, we need to respect our nature. Second, we need to know our nature, right? You've heard Aristotle, know thyself. But knowing things about yourself that most people don't discover. For example, know how you're smart. Not just that you're smart and maybe comparison to other people. In what ways are you smart, right? Know what you care about. What are your values that motivate the choices that you make on a daily basis? Know what your personal velocity is, the intensity and the drive, with which you operate. Know the background imprint, positive, neutral, negative, that you carry around with you, and what effect that has on your life as well.
Yeah, you need to know your own behavioral style, right? How do you come across to other people? Right? You know the patterns and the choices that you're continually learning, right? More and more about what it's like to be you, right? And so that you can do an even better job of it. You can be better at being you, right? And then we need to apply our nature, right? We need to nurture our nature by expressing ourselves out in the world, right? Once I heard Earl Nightingale. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but if I'm old, he's an older guy. He was like the early personal development guy, right? And they put out cassette tapes. He was known as like the dean of personal motivation. And he was on like 900 radio stations at the time around the world back in the day. And he said, this will always resonate with me, is that if you spend 1 extra hour a day studying your chosen field, you'll be a national expert in 5 years or less, right? And that kind of like, it kind of just like blew me away, right? I mean, think about that. Just think about how that would progress you.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. If each one of us were to focus 1 hour a day on one field of an endeavor, right? If you did that for 5 consecutive years, not only would that transform you, but you could potentially transform the world around you. We could collectively transform the world as we know it today. You and I were born with the gift to make this world a better place, right? God gave us that ability to improve this world. So even if we even if we can't improve the entire world, right? World peace, all the rest, right? But we can encourage people. We can make it a better place right now. We can compliment people. We can solve problems. We can pick up trash. We can fix things. We can bring new ideas to the table. But as you grow, you become a bigger source for the rest of your life and it, for you, well, really for your life to express itself through you, right? You become that bigger source, that smarter person, that better person, that more growth in your life.
I mean, we believe that you're put here for a reason, right? And that reason is contained in that acorn, right? So nurture your nature, right? Figure out first off that you're valuable, right? Each of us is valuable. We have a purpose. Accept that. And then have that desire to know who I am, right? I want to know how I operate, right? I want to learn more about me so that and I understand myself better.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like you said, you want to nurture the nature. Apply, I want to apply myself in the world and put myself to work in such ways that the rest of the world says, man, that's cool. If she or he can do it, I can do it. Right? How awesome would that be to inspire others? If they can do it, I could probably do it. And I wonder how they did it. And then we can start spreading that, and the ripple just it can go worldwide. So ask yourself every single day, how would the person I'd like to be do the things that I'm about to do? And that is very powerful. All right. So we appreciate you all watching today. Hope you got a lot of value out of that. Hopefully you actually implement that. And yeah, we'll see you back here towards the end of the week. All right. Thanks, Jay. Take care. God bless. We'll see you later. Bye.
Yes.